G'day, it's Julie. Welcome to my channel. If you're here for the postage stamp giveaway final draw, then stay tuned to the end of the video. I will post the winners for the last 6 packets of stamps at the end of the video. We're going to get started with the Margarete Miller straight away. You'll need a piece of jewellery, text using a different alphabet, a symbol of heraldry, plaid or tartan, it doesn't say that, but plaid is tartan, something that slides, and the bonus is lined paper. So this is the pages I've done so far. There's videos for all of these on my channel, and this was last week's, the girl in the chair. So a piece of jewellery, well, I couldn't find like a photograph or anything, and so I just went to my jewellery box, and I thought, not my jewellery box, but my pieces of jewellery for, making things. I've collected them from op shops and things, and given that we've got heraldry, it was really weird because the very first thing I pulled out that was on top of the pile was this, and I was like, oh wow, that's heraldry, I don't know, anyway. It's got heraldy stuff on it. Let's see if I can hold it still for you for a second. Here we go. It's huge, but I have a solution for that. But it's some sort of brooch, or it could have hung. It's got, yeah. I picked it up in a junk pack, from an op shop one time. So that's just awesome. Piece of jewelry. So text using a different alphabet. I've got a few options. I've got my trusty Persian dictionary, which I've used before. Pieces of that, if I want to use that. I've got this little tiny piece of Japanese text. Must go that way because that's this page number. Little tiny piece of Japanese text left over from a previous project. I just made sure I saved it for the next Margarete Miller. So I got that one. I also ordered off of, what was it called, AliExpress, this little box. Well, it's full. These are the pieces that I think match the colour of the project that I'm going to make. I don't know if I'm using those or not, but this is the little box that I ordered from AliExpress, and it's just full of, I think I just searched Japanese text. I'm not sure, something like that. And it's just full of text type stickers. Now, some are nicer than others. One page has a strange phrase on it, but there's numbers, there's letters, yeah, there's a real mixture. It wouldn't have been very expensive. We ordered AliExpress, is super cheap. And then there were some extra ones here that were possibilities. So yeah, that one's quite nice, very busy. I'll keep that one out. I think I picked out the colourful ones, so the whole bunch of those, if I want to use those. However, I might have something else in mind. So lots of different alphabet options. Okay, and a symbol of heraldry. Well, we've already got that here, but that's jewellery. And so I have this, which is the United Kingdom, that came from the outside of a map, on the edge of a map, and it was a 1982 map. I saved the little date. Where's the map? It's this, like here, this, and all around the edge was these heraldry pieces. Well, heraldry it started with signifying names, but of course it signifies countries as well, and so these are kind of like heraldry symbols. So these were around the edge of the map, so I've cut some of those out, which I want to use. As you know, I love my borders. Very likely that that's going to go there. And I've got some more pieces of it as well. Plaid or tartan. I did find this piece. I'm not sure if I'm using that. I don't think I am, because everything, I can't really use thick items. I have an idea for this. This is a little bit thick for collaging. It's like an inch thick, but I've sorted that. And this one, but this one looked really Christmassy. So not quite there yet. If we were closer to Christmas, I might have used that, but I don't really like that. I quite like this one. but I'm not sure if I'm going to use that. I did have some little AliExpress items arrive today. Sometimes when you order things, they're not all ready at the same time, and it comes in dribs and drabs. So I got 2 little parcels today. What's the second one I got? I got these little packets of 6x6, and all those colours, they're going to be perfect for my Lotta journal. I didn't know that when I ordered it, because I ordered it ages ago. So I stuck them in the Lotta baskets, but these were in there, which don't really go with my Lotta anyway. So I've got some green looking tartan. Oh, that's right, that was in my second parcel. Some oil pastels. I don't know if they're any good or not. I'll just stuck them in my art drawer. Okay, back to this. So plaid or tartan. We say tartan. Apparently in America they say plaid, meaning tartan. I meant to look for a picture of Jamie from Outlander. Oh, oh, I wish I'd done that. Oh, I haven't got organised. Oh, I have to think about that. I wanted Jamie with his, because the plaid is the giant piece of tartan that you wrap around and throw over your shoulder, and that is officially the plaid, according to the Google or Wikipedia, apparently. Anyway, why was I talking about that? Jamie, green. If I take a break, I might go looking to see if I can find Jamie, because the first thing I thought of was Jamie for the tartan and the plaid. I love Outlander, and I've been buying the books in my op shop finds as well. Anyway, something that slides. We have this picture, so I might substitute Jamie for these people, but they're ice skating. Well, I can't, because he won't be ice skating unless I can find a photo of Jamie ice skating. I doubt it. Yeah, I could print a picture of some skates. I don't know. Anyway, so this is my ice skating people. They're sliding on the ice, on their ice skates. So that's that. I do think that sort of all tones in. So we might have to not do the fangirl Jamie thing. And then bonus lined paper. So I have 2 choices. I might use both yet, because this one I think kind of matches in colour wise. Actually like that side better. Didn't realise it was different on each side, the whole pad of it. But I do also have this, which is one single piece, so I can't use it as a book page, of the ledger paper from Believe Cottage Craft. And so I stole this out of the Lotta journal goodies, and this one's got less writing on it, but that one's got the date and those numbers. So I'll decide on a piece of that. So that's my lined paper. Okay, that's all of the goodies. Oh, on top of that, underneath, I just used the piece of paper. So what I did was, for my jewellery, which way does it go? That way. I highlighted it a little bit because it was very dark when I didn't scan it. I photographed it because my scanner's not working. So I just took a photo, put it in my photo editor, and changed the colour a bit, I guess. I wanted to highlight the heraldry part. If I just used that, it was quite dark. It doesn't really show the individual pieces, and I thought about like shining it up or embossing it, not embossing, but that kind of thing. But no, I decided to just like photograph it and edit it. Done it in a few different sizes, but I think I quite like the big size, or maybe that size, we'll see. And then I had already found some Japanese text that I quite liked because it was in those brownish tones, because we might be, you know, needing that kind of color scheme if I don't want to use the lighter colored paper. Well, it's quite vintage looking anyway, but like this one, they're quite white, so I don't really know, but I do like the colored text of this one. Don't know. And my first heraldry piece that I found was, well, I actually found the original, but I also found it online. So I just thought, oh well, rather than me trying to scan the original from a book, I will just use this one. So I just printed that up in 3 different sizes. So we've got those to play with as well. And of course we have to cover up Christopher. Let's cover him up first. Thinking this paper's quite thin, maybe I can just glue this down and we've got rid of Christopher, and then we can just collage on the back of that on top of it, because it's thin paper, it's not going to bulk things up too much. Let's delete Christopher as quickly as possible. We're going to be covering over the fan. That's okay, I don't mind, because I just wanted to leave it in case it worked in with the next picture. I wasn't sure, but it will be covered up by that those map pieces, edge pieces. Okay, we have deleted Christopher and it's just covered up the page. All right, so this, I know this piece is definitely going on this corner, on this edge. I already fiddled with the end of it, so that, because it was going to cut halfway through a country, which I didn't want. So I'm going to move this to where it won't cut off that country. While I was doing this, I thought, oh, it's got all the countries that won the stamps. So far, the countries that I know of that have won, there might be some more that win today, but I don't know what they are yet because it's not Monday. But so far, our winners have been from Australia, New Zealand, South Africa, USA, Canada, UK, and the Netherlands. So I want to make sure that all those countries are on here. So I'm going to have to play around a little bit to make that work, because some of them are going in the wrong direction. So these are all the extra pieces I have. Now I don't know if I should decide the middle first, because I might want it to go underneath, so yeah, well, we'll put the edge around, but we won't stick it down as usual. We won't stick it down until we're ready, because who knows, I'm probably going to fussy cut this. I'll probably want the plaid to go underneath it, actually, probably. The green's quite nice, isn't it? I quite like the green. I don't normally like it, so I could, yeah, I don't know. Well, anyway, so that's, you know, it's going to basically cover the background. I do think I will fussy cut the people out. I don't like this background, and I'll make this background smaller, but I do want to keep some of the ice, and that will go on top. So anyway, so let's just sort the countries out. That's got Canada in the middle of it, so I need Canada, and this one has South Africa. There'll be other countries as well, but I just wanted to represent all the ones that won the stamps, since this is the last. If we get new ones today, I can always cut them out. So say, for instance, we get someone from Norway, although I think Norway was going in. Norway is going in, sorry, Canada. Norway goes here. It's got New Zealand and Netherlands, so I'm using that one, New Zealand and Netherlands, and then I'm going to put Canada here. So I have to have them the right way up. So that was the other thing, is that, you know, all these heraldry pieces need to go the right way up. So United Kingdom, I think it's going to go here. This is Yugoslavia, which doesn't exist, so I might put United Kingdom there over the top of that. Can't even tell on camera. I'm going to put Canada on top of Nicaragua. So let's just cut that one out. Now I'm also going to have to move the names up as well. We'll cut that right on the edge to be a tiny bit fiddly. Okay, let's just glue that down. All right, so that's going to go on here. I want to try and match it up so you can't even tell. Well, it's not perfect, but it'll do. And this tiny slither of Canada over the top of that. Got to do the same with the UK. Oh no, the UK are fixed. UK's fine. There we are. They can't even tell it was any different. We can also stick the UK down. There we are. And okay, so that's going to the corner. That's going to that edge. All right. So we have Australia, because you might not be able to see the names. United Kingdom, USA, Canada, New Zealand, Netherlands. And we need South Africa. South Africa's here. So, but what I want the writing to be in the center, so it's a black border all the way around. It'll look funny if we have one with a black border on the wrong side. I just, yeah, can't handle that. Too fussy for that. Just need to cut this off. make my join. I'm gonna join these two together by running out of glue. Hope I've got another one. I'm sure I have somewhere. Just put this on here. Yeah, I have to do it now because I've got to, so I remember which country's which. So if that's not right. It was I've got to get it the right way around. I remember now South Africa was the one with the animals. Lucky I got it the right way around. That would have been bad. Alright, so that's now reconnected on the other side. And I'm going to snip that off. Okay, and now we can put it that way. And now we have our heraldry pieces going the right way and the writing and the writings in the center. All right, it's heraldry done. I'm going to fussy cut my pieces out so we can start moving them around. I'll be back in a moment. Okay, I cut them out. I had to cut her off because wherever I put her, if I put that, I think it's going to look better this side, and there's this half a person that I didn't like, so they're gone. I left this ice on for now, but I might get rid of that and just have the people. I'm hoping that you can still tell they're ice skating even when I take them off the ice. I don't really like this. I will fussy cut out there too. They look quite nice against the green tartan. They actually match in quite nicely. I think that makes them kind of like stand out. So I'll cut out there all that whitish pieces, the light pieces. So they'll just basically be, it might even be two people. I'm not too sure if I'll keep the third. If it goes on the edge, then that might be okay. We can have her skating in. So there's three. Because I thought this is the way this goes up, because I remember that being printed and I know that's the correct way, but I'm thinking to make that the ice rink. They can skate on that writing. So I'm going to fussy cut that ice off and I'll be back. Okay, so I've got so far, so that text has gone sideways, the Japanese writing, which now looks a little bit like skating squiggle. I like the idea of having the Australian emblem in quite large. Well, we can go down a size if we need to, but no, I like to fill up that space anyway. But I'm having trouble with the jewellery. I don't know where to put it. It doesn't, does it go there? I don't know. I mean, if I have the green, because I don't really want the, I don't need it, the background, I just used it to cover up you know who. Say that that's going to be something like that one, maybe down one. And then that just goes in there. But what's it for? Why is it there? Why is it so? We could, I don't know what I'll put there, but we could go for the smaller ones. I've got tiny. I did think about making a medallion for him, and I can still print it out smaller, roughly cut it, but I didn't know if he could be wearing a medallion, or they could be wearing a hat. I can make some, put some of those in here just as decoration. But then I don't know why I'm putting in this space if I don't put that there. I don't think I've got any other pieces. I do have this lady. Oh, maybe I can, oh, maybe I can do that. Yeah, so maybe she'll look alright on the far side. We'll see. Oh yeah, she looks alright, doesn't she? Yep, cool. Well, that does kind of fill up that space a bit better. I wonder if I've got some other jewellery instead. I mean, this was just heraldry one, it just seemed to fit perfectly, but I could make it a country. No. I am going to get something to eat, leave this up on the TV, and Sometimes I have ideas when I do that, so I'll be back in a moment. Okay, back, and not sure what I was exactly doing when we left, but I think I have it figured out. What I could do is glue this down at the top edge, but leave enough room to tuck things under. Maybe I can just do that, and that might be better because I need to know the size exactly. All right, let's do that. That's going to the edge. That part we know. That's the easy part. And make sure I can. I don't want to cut this off in the halfway through a country. Oh, that's perfect. I'll go right to the edge. Okay. I hate wasting paper. But I feel like I don't need to put all that down. So I think we're pretty sure that this is going here. Maybe we better put the bottom. And okay. I've made squiggles in the ice. They are people from all around the world who've come together to go ice skating because it's fun. I assume it is. I think I've only been ice skating. Oh, when did I go? Once. I think my first time was in Scotland at Aviemore ice skating rink in 1974. Yeah, we were quite fascinated to go to see the snow, and I mean, I'd seen it in England, but my sister hadn't before we left because she was only a baby. So we took her up the Cairngorm Mountains to see snow. Oh, I stuck that down, that's right. I cut that here, that should work. There wasn't much snow. It was, if it was 1974, it was May. And so we had to go right to the top of the Cairngorm Mountain to find the snow, to have a snowball fight, which was a lot of fun. We went up the chairlift. I've done that right now. Let's do it this way. Maybe that's the correct way. Just want to overlap it a little bit so that I can match it up. Yeah, or something like that. It's just down slightly. Maybe we should just glue these people onto this, and then that way then. Just want them to hide the top of it and for the skates to land on the squiggles. Right, hang on, where's the bit that goes here? It's a bit on the fiddly side, isn't it? When do I not do it fiddly? Third one up, so we're going to cut that off there. And we can always glue it back on if we need to. Done that before, just to save some snippets of green. Never know when we might need that snippet of green. That's now going under there, and so I think we can glue that one down because nothing's going under this. It's awfully straight looking. Should be all right. Okay, the sky sort of. Interesting getting glue under there. I'll have to probably use art glue. Next, probably the other edges. Now with this thing, I was going to have it coming under here, just that little squiggle showing, which means I have to fold it this way. Put some ink on it, but I might just put a bit more on. So that's going here. Just tucking it in there so we can't see it. It's just going to be part of the ice skating rink. So that goes underneath. And right, so now they are ready to go on. Kind of hit that white part. She's popping in, sitting on an emu, so I don't really like that. She could be behind, I guess. When we say lined paper, it's a line. I've got a line. That's okay. Have some red in there. I think originally I was going to have some red. We can cut it off here. Oh, that's right. We're having one of these. I think it was the medium one I decided on. Just going to go there on the edge for no apparent reason. So yeah, what I had was the kangaroo. That's right, that's what I had. I had the kangaroo. Oh, well, there you go. Kangaroo's head and that. And I think that was supposed to tuck under, but there's no tucking now, so we'll have to cut that. Squiggle. Just tucks a tiny bit under. And goes right up to that. Like that. Australia, back to you. That's where that's going. Not inking it because I don't want to accentuate those lines. And now underneath here I didn't do. Just need to stop this from going down too far. So I'm going to give it a really thin coat of glue. Or a thin line, I guess is what I mean, just at the bottom of this. Okay. And we have, she hasn't been inked. I just did it with this time. Oh, this one's not so bad, but tend not to go around their faces. Makes them look, see, look, didn't do their faces, and that way they don't look dirty. So they get a shadow, but their faces don't. Alright, she's popping in for a visit, skating into the scene. I might have to cut a leg off if I don't like her over the top of the emu. Cut her leg off, ink it. I will know that her leg was meant to be there because you just think it's just behind the thing in any case. So it just looks a bit weird having her legs sticking out. Yeah, I think that's better. She's just poking in and her leg's down here. We don't need to see her leg. Okay, and oh, we forgot my 1909 lined paper. Where is it? That's not it. It's just a bit of lined. Where's the 1909 bit? Just gonna put it in there as if it's part of the thing. You can even smaller piece of lined paper. The smallest piece of lined paper I've ever seen. How about just in the corner? I really like it. Oh, I've got to have that. I don't have this bit in here yet. That's going there. I can't fit it in. What a waste. I wasted a beautiful piece of ledger paper trying to make it fit on the page, and I don't like it. So it's not going on. Unless I stick it on at the last second. There we go. It's on the page. You can see Australia and South Africa. Okay, I think I just need to do my shading thing. I used last time 4B, I think. It's not here. 2B, 6B, 4B. Graphite Aquarelle, Faber-Castell, 4B. Now again, I haven't gessoed, and I'm not going to, so I've just got to be a little bit light. I've got quite a dark line already, but we'll just need a bit of shading, I think, under their skates and stuff in particular. A little bit of water, not much. That's on inkjet paper, so we have to be a little bit careful. The brush just activates it and takes it right up to the edge of the paper that the pencil can't reach. It's actually activating some of the inkjet colours as well, but that's all right. If I only do it lightly, shouldn't make a mess. Hopefully. Okay, so we have finished, and it's CW Planner number 45, and we have a piece of jewellery, which was this giant piece that was in my collection of bits and pieces from an op shop. Came in a bag, I think, and it had heraldry on it, some sort of a brooch, or possibly a necklace. Either it has the choice. We could wear it as a necklace and then pin it. I'm not too sure. I wouldn't want to wear it as a necklace myself, but huge medallion. I think we used to wear big medallions in the 70s, so it could be from the 70s. It's possibly brass. It probably is actually brass. So now we have a replica of it on here. Piece of jewellery, text using a different alphabet. Apart from the fact that I covered the page, which you now can't see, we have Japanese text here. Symbol of heraldry, well, we have that, and then all of the little pictures of the countries around the outside, of which we have representing all of the stamps that I've given away so far. South Africa, so Australia here and here, New Zealand, South Africa, USA, Canada, UK, and the Netherlands. All of the stamps that have been posted away are represented on here. And then if we get any new countries, the next ones, I'm going to stick their country, if it's here, on top of one of the others. I've got spares, I've got leftover bits. Okay, moving on. Plaid, which is tartan. Well, in actual fact, his suit is a kind of a brown tartan, and of course I picked out the green tartan colour. Something that slides, we have ice skates sliding on the ice, and the bonus is a lined paper which didn't make it to the final cut. That just tucks in there. We had this beautiful ledger paper which I cut up. Anyway, it doesn't matter, I'll still use it. I'll even keep these pieces all together, and the 1909. Darn. Is there somewhere we can put this? All right, let's just put it there. There's no real reason for it to be there. Let's ink it up a little bit. So, it's over 100 years old. It's beautiful paper. All the ledger papers are obviously made from good quality books, you know, when they're made, because the other ledger paper I have that's from 1883 is like not from the 1980s. But it's not. Okay, so that's all of the pieces. I like to do all 6 if I can, so stay tuned because I'll be drawing the final 6 packets of stamps and adding it to the end of the video. But if you're not staying for the stamp draw, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. It's time to draw the last of the little packets of stamps that I've been giving away for the month of October. Today is the 31st of October, so it is the last day for the stamp giveaway. We have a few more winners to announce. There were 6 entries on the last video, which was the Thrifty Thursday. These 6 people automatically win because there's only 6 entries, and so all of you will win. Margaret Pinsent, Elizabeth Romanzuk, Candace Estrada, Tracy Tanasechuk, Dale Wilger, and Tammy Freeman. You are the winners of the last 6 packets that I was giving away from the Thrifty Thursday video. And congratulations to all of you. It means I don't have to get the computer out, which is good. So that's cool. All together I have drawn out winners. There have been 33 winners of the stamps. All of these people have had their name called out. Now some of them have not given me their address. You can see that some of them have. I've got the addresses, and obviously the recent ones I don't have their addresses. But one of the early ones, Karen Wallace, I haven't got yours. Gina Ashby, Diana Fox, Art Note Studio, M. Ben, Laurie Conrad, and then the more recent ones, Stefan Pereira, Trish Coogan, and then the new ones, Margaret Percent, Elizabeth Romanzuk, Candace Estrada, Tracy Tanasechuk, Dale Wilger, and Tammy Freeman. I need your addresses so I can post those out. But on top of that, I have my bonus. Now my bonus, I planned my bonus giveaways, which I didn't tell anyone about, kind of a secret, surprise. But my bonus was because what happened was, when I first started the giveaway, I actually looked at all the comments that I had received since my previous giveaway. So I did a giveaway of my favourite things. I think I gave away my favourite things at the very beginning of September. So for a few weeks there I didn't have a giveaway. So what I did was, I thought it would be interesting to see who made comments and how many times they made comments. So I wrote a big long list of all the names of people who had commented. But standout commentators, I'm going to call them serial commentators. I've got a list here somewhere. Where did I write the list? My serial commentators, people who commented multiple times between the giveaways. And they may have also commented on the giveaways as well. So these are my serial commentators, and what I decided was, if they didn't win a packet of stamps, then they would win one as the bonuses at the end. So of these names, people who have already won a packet of stamps are Susan Finlay, Kay Forder, Jane Humphreys, Laurie Conrad, and VY. So those guys have already won. But serial commentators who commentate on a lot of my videos, I think these guys have commented like 12 times. Beverly Kilpatrick, Melody Peck, Sue Dixon, Robin Smith, and Just Imagine Journals. You guys also win a packet of stamps. All of the winners that I've mentioned on this list, if your name's on this list and you haven't contacted me already, then please do send an email to allaboutjunkjournals@gmail.com. And if your name's on this list and you haven't received stamps yet, then also contact me. So I've got 33 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I've got 38 winners of the packets of stamps. Let's see if I can fit them all in. Yes, I can. There you go. That's 30. That's the bottom. That's it for the postage stamps for October, but there will be more giveaways in November. I have giveaways planned of what to give away for November, because I enjoyed giving the stamps away. And it's just me trying to reward people who take the time to comment on the videos, to support my channel, to subscribe, like, and interact with me, which helps to grow the channel. In July this year, I came across a dog that wanted a new home. My brother told me about it, and contacting 3 or 4 people down the chain, finally got hold of the owner of the dog who wanted to give them away. We had lots of conversations. She seemed to be quite happy with me. I've had Labradors before, but then I didn't hear from her. Nothing happened. Then she just texted me out of the blue this week, actually just Friday. And I straight away text back. I thought, oh, I'll text back while the iron's running hot. Yes, I still want Cadbury. So I've added a little bit of footage of me, of the area that he came from, and then a little bit of footage of when he's arrived and going for his first walk and meeting the cat. And so if you want to stay for that video, that's tacked on to the end. Driven down, couple of, nearly 3 hours drive to get down to a farm down south, and I'm picking up my chocolate Labrador. Found out through a friend, and I think it was on Facebook, that this lady had too many dogs and the male dogs were fighting, so she wanted the one of her dogs to go to a new home. This is a country town of southwest of Western Australia, so pretty typical really of the older houses. We passed an absolutely gorgeous house on the way, but we couldn't stop on that because it's right on a bend. But there's this gorgeous house with the dam and well set up. There's cows over there in the shade of the tree, and someone's property here. So we just stopped on the side of the road because we've just driven for 3 hours to get here. We're just stopping to have something to eat, me and my co-driver, my dad, and then we're going to set off back home again. So I'll take some footage of him when I get home. See you in a minute. It's just following me everywhere. I can't get footage of him because he just follows me. Here we go. Go explore. Go look around. He badly needs a bath. He's been an outside dog, so I don't know if he's even ever had a bath. Hey, can't be the chocolate dog. Look at the cat's face. I don't think she's very happy. He hasn't even noticed her. But she likes to sit up here on top of these chairs. So this might be her more permanent home, I'm thinking. What's the matter? Drink it out of your bowl. You'll never drink out of that bowl ever again. Will you? We're going to have to find you some bowls of your own. Maybe we'll put them on this table. Cadbury! Cadbury! Oh, you can sit up here. This will be your safe place. Hopefully you'll get used to him. Not yet, she says. And not likely, she thinks. He's a nice dog. He's a good boy. He always sits. Whenever you call him and you touch his forehead, he sits. He's a good boy. Rena doesn't think he's good. Not happy? Oh dear. I think I'm scaring her. I think I'll leave her alone. So Gabriel's had his first wash. He should be looking a bit prettier and smelling a bit nicer. Well, I'm just taking him for his first walk around the local park. Come on, he's a good boy. Follows me everywhere. All last night. This is the park near me where we can come each day, or we can go for a drive and go somewhere further away. It's quite a big open space. These are our natural Australian grass trees that grow. I'm pretty sure they grow everywhere in Australia. But you certainly get. I think they're pretty unusual. They have a big stalk. Here's some. Oh, and there's a magpie. We might be in the magpie's territory. could be on guard duty, and they can get quite aggressive if they feel the nest is threatened, I suppose. So yeah, I can walk to this park from my house, so this will be our daily go-to area. Well, he seems to be getting used to getting in the car, but only get in one side, he won't get in the other, so we have to walk around the other side of the car, because that was the way he got in the first time. So now he won't get in the other side. So, oh well, that's okay, as long as he gets in, because he just wasn't used to getting in a car. Coming from a property, the lady said that he hadn't really ever gone in a car, only in the back of a van. So for the first half an hour he just stood up in the back of the car. He eventually figured out that he could get on the seat and lie down. So it's just a park in the middle of the suburb where I live. Not making the cute noise. That might be the warning noise, I'm thinking. He's a good boy. He's a good boy.